He could go all the way. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
The Bills make me wanna shout. Kick your heels up and shout. Throw your hands up and shout. Throw your head back and shout. Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Go, 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 go. The Bills make me wanna. The Bills make me wanna. Just watch it happen now. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Go, 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 go.
Pizza, pizza.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. We in this. Blindsided Sports, baby. Let's go. Oh. Hey, everybody's sulking. Everybody's talking shit. Stop it. Stop the negativity. We're moving on. I'm past this. I'm past this Patriots loss. We're going to talk about it tonight. We're going to dive into it. Talk about it. I get rattled myself. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I see these highlights of Mitch Morse missing a block, which is why Frank Gore didn't get in the end zone. We would have won the game 17-16. Zay could have played defense on that ball when they intercepted it. The fact that interception should have been a non-call because we were touching the ball. There's a million things that we could be angry about this game. It's done and over with. What we do know is that we got a fucking squad. Does Josh Allen need to get better? Absolutely. Does he only have 14 career starts? Absolutely. Okay? We're going to talk about it. We're going to dive in. We're rolling here. I got to start my recording for the podcast. Here we go. Podcast is live starting now. We in this bitch. Blindsided squad. We're growing like crazy. I love you motherfuckers. Shivas, what's up? COD player. Hey, daddy. What's up, baby? I don't know who the fuck you are, but anybody can call me daddy any day of the week. You want to call me daddy? Go ahead, baby. Go ahead. Look at the end of the day, everybody that's pissed off about the Patriots, yeah, our offense, we lost that game. Special teams, the interceptions, we lost that game. But Patriots are one of the best offenses in the NFL, and what we did was Tom Brady came into town, okay? And what we did, our defense, Tremaine Edmonds, Lorenzo Alexander, Matt Milano, Jerry Hughes, Darrell Johnson, Oliver, Poyer, Hyde, Trey White, Levi, they all lined up, okay? Here's what they did. They started with Tremaine. Tremaine slid Tom Brady's pants down, slid his undies down so you could see his bare naked biscuits, laid him on his lap, and everybody gave him a spanking. A spank. Lorenzo, you're up. Spanking. Ed Oliver, you're up. Spanking. Trey, get over here. You're up. Spanking. We spanked that ass. What's that tell me? We got a Super Bowl contending fucking defense. And we got 12 games to turn this offense around. Okay? Whether we're going to be a dynamic pass offense or until Josh Allen can learn to control himself a little bit, limit his throws, take the smart intermediate routes. Because I got some stats that prove that when Allen throws short, he's pretty goddamn accurate. Okay? So in the meantime, take the smart throws, run the ball a lot better, which we've been doing, run the ball a lot more, and play it safe. Play the offense safe. Let our defense win the games. Okay? Because it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're Tom Brady, Marcus Mariota, Mason Rudolph, Carson Wentz. I don't care who the fuck you are. We built this defense. Braden Bean, Sean McDermott built this defense so that when these quarterbacks come in and they try to play our defense, we slide their undies down and we spank that ass. Spank that ass. COD player, what's going on, man? Shivas, any updates on Allen? Any updates on Devin? Tomorrow's a big day. When it comes to injuries, Tuesday's a big day. We find out who was limited, who was out, who was a full participant, who was in a red non-contact jersey. Tomorrow's a big day. Tomorrow's a big one. Let me start by saying this here, guys. If you're on Facebook, like, comment, share. You guys on the podcast, we're growing every day. These numbers are shooting up on the podcast. I'm like, I love these motherfuckers. I can't believe I didn't start the podcast months ago. It's absolutely blown up, and I appreciate the reviews, guys. Shivas, hook up, man. Shivas, child support. I'm already paying, man. Don't hit me double time here. Don't hit me double time. David Reed, what's going on, man? You said, what's up with the logo change? I don't know. We're going to start getting shirts rolling here. I got a lot of guys that have been asking where the fuck the shirt's at. I want to get a legit logo that I really like. You guys let me know what you think. If you guys like the one I started the show with, let me know. I put out a poll on Facebook for a vote for what you guys like. I put out a bunch that I like. So we're thinking about logo change before we get the shirts rolling. So let me know what you guys think. Also, another thing. I'm going to get this right out of the way here. Couple things. One, I appreciate you motherfuckers. Thank you. You guys make this show. It's starting to get a lot of traction. Starting to get sponsorship talks. People have come to me about sponsoring, and it's really awesome. And it's all because of you guys. You guys that watch, you guys that comment, you guys make the show. I appreciate it endlessly. David Reed, like the original thing, man. Thanks, dude. And then also, I keep hearing a lot of shit about swearing. Stop swearing. No more swearing, right? So what I've learned, I started my own landscape company, grew that motherfucker. You know, a lot of people talk shit about that. A lot of people, when I started doing this shit, were like, hey, what are you doing? What you look like an idiot. You swear, you got kids, you look ridiculous. Why are you putting yourself out there like that? Because I'm doing what I enjoy, okay? That's what I'm doing right now. I enjoy this shit. I have fun with it. And I'm going to do me. I'm going to do exactly how I want to do it. I'm going to critique it here and there. I'll always try to get better for you guys. I'll always try to, if you guys think we should be doing this or different types of segments, we're going to try to start taking phone calls here pretty soon. I'm going to continue to try to get better. But at my core, I'm always going to try to do me, guys. Always. So if you guys don't like the swearing, I understand. I totally get it. I appreciate your input. But fuck off. I don't fucking care that much. So let's keep this bitch rolling. Another thing, lastly, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I think we're going to be the nights we do the show. Tuesday, we're going to wrap up the following week, take a little quick look into what's coming this coming week. Like, we're going to talk Patriots tonight, and then we're going to dive into the Titans game. And then Thursday night, we're going to do a deep dive into the Titans game. And then Sunday, we'll do a post-game show, maybe a little halftime. I always do the halftime show because there's always so much to fucking say. So let me know what you guys think about that. Always want feedback. Always want feedback. Chris, can't wait to see them spank Marcus Sakiota. I like it. He's been really good this year. Mariota's been good this year, but very conservative. He's like a Tyrod Taylor type. That's what he is. He's 7 touchdowns, no interceptions, pretty good passer rating, but their pass offense is not very good. They don't have a ton of pass yards. Mickey Treat, fucking swear. Just do it. Swear. Brent, fuck. Who cares if you swear? David Reed, fuck him. Michael Farrell, fuck him. I love it. You guys are on fire. You guys are killing it. Chris Stratton, Gore's been in beast mode. We should hop on his back and ride it until he's done. I totally agree. 100%. What I like even more than that is the fact that he's going to continue to be in beast mode, and Singletary is going to add that new element, that outside run. Guys, I don't want Singletary back till he's 100% because he's bringing that juice, boy. He's bringing that juice. I can't wait to see it. Nobody knows about Singletary. No one in the NFL knows we got this little side action here, this little side piece. Everybody's like, oh, Frank Gore can ball, huh? Frank Gore's out here balling. Hey, we cut LaShawn McCoy because we got this 22, 23-year-old kid who's sick with it. He's looking sick. Hussein, don't ever change. Hussein, you're my guy. Been here since day one. There's a couple of you OGs in this bitch. I love you guys. Sticking around since day one. As we're growing, as we're getting more views, more attention. Again, it's because of you guys that are hopping on the bandwagon and you guys that have been here since day one. I love you guys. Shivas, Hussein, Dustin Lines. I appreciate you motherfuckers. Shivas, what happened to your friend was on your show a few weeks ago. He's I don't know. I've asked him to come back a couple times. I think he got a little self-conscious. It's not easy. Coming on here and then watching yourself, like, that's what gets everybody. I've had a couple guys try it, and then they watch themselves, and they're like, oh, man, I look like an idiot, or I sound like an idiot. I go, yeah, me too. I look like a big dummy up here. But you had fun. And they're all like, yeah, well, it was really fucking fun, man, interacting with other fans and shooting the shit. And, it's a blast, but some people don't want in on it. Let's keep going here. Let's keep rolling. Injury update, Josh Allen, Dean Marlowe in concussion protocol. We're going to find out a lot tomorrow. They have to pass. That's a thing that you worry about Allen. There's so many steps with this concussion protocol now. He's got to pass 5 steps and be practicing pretty much in full Wednesday, Thursday. He's got to pass all the steps and get in there. So it's going to be tough. If I had to bet, which I am a fucking betting man, your boy likes to bet, I would say most likely Barkley's going to be our guy. And then we got to bye. Allen doesn't have a concussion history, so he should be good to roll week after the bye. I believe we have the Dolphins. I believe. Is it the Eagles or the Dolphins? I don't know. I can't remember. Nick Letary, what's going on, man? Things that make me nervous about Allen is he's been playing this way every week except the Giants game. The only difference is the Pats DBs actually intercepted the balls that hit their hands. That's a good point. We've gotten lucky quite a few times because of dropped interceptions and things like that. We're going to dive into Allen talk here in a little bit. I'm sweating my ass off. I just got done playing basketball again. Anthony, you do you. I appreciate that, man. Luke, Barkley is going to play. I believe so too, but hopefully not. Because Allen needs to learn, okay? We need to see this guy progress. And the only way we're going to fully understand if our quarterback's got the juice, if he's the guy, is by him playing, right? And our defense is so good that we can be 3-1 through these growing pains. We all wish that there was less growing pains. We were all hoping he'd be more of a polished product by now. But he's not there, okay? We've seen flashes. We've seen, glimpses of hope. We've seen it, but it's got to be more consistent. We're going to talk about it. See, I remember Peyton Manning had a ton of interception when he was in his first year. Allen still hasn't played a full 16 games. That's absolutely correct. Mickey, around 2 against the Pats is going to be on primetime Sunday night. Yeah, I'm hoping so. It will get flexed, and that will be that will be when the Bills beat the Pats. I hope. Let's go. We're going to be a different team. When we play the Pats at the end of the season, we're going to be a different team. Our defense is going to step up and play as well as they did today. Okay, we've consistently dominated the Pats since Sean McDermott and Leslie Frazier have been here. And you have to think that by that point in the season, our offense is going to be clicking. Allen's going to be learning. He's going to learn his lessons. He's going to progress. He's taken a couple steps back here, but we have to remember that we just played a disgusting defense. Joey Hogan, Blindsided Squad. Let's go. Can we go smash these Tennessee Titans? I'm thinking so. I think it lines up nicely. If you look at their numbers, we're going to do a deep dive in here, and we're going to do a super deep dive Thursday night. But if you look at some of their stats and what our defense does and what their offense is good at, I like it. Robert, why did he run to the tunnel after hit instead of walking? I don't know. I think he was pumped up. I think he wanted to get in there and get back out, but he was pumping up the crowd. He's a team guy. Cody Hill, what's going on, man? We're a growing young team. We're okay. Bend but don't break. Love the show. Let's go, my man. I totally agree. Dolphins after the bye. Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate that. Chris, man, Allen is the hot topic tonight. Pierre, Kingpin, let's go, baby. Let's get it. I appreciate you, my man. Guys, Buffalo Fanatics. I had a little discussion with the top dog over there, just trying to get some insight, trying to get some advice. Good dude. You guys want to check him out? Buffalo Fanatics, absolutely killing it, on fire. Devontae 4-1 Sunday. Let's hope so. I'm really hoping so. Bills Mafia will take over Music City. They aren't ready for the Mafia. No, there's a shit ton of Bills fans heading to Tennessee. Stay tuned. I got some guys that I know are going to the game. They're going to be sending me pictures and videos. We're going to be posting it to the Facebook page, to our Twitter account. So make sure you guys stay tuned. It's going to be lit in Tennessee. Lit sticks. Luke, Titans are going to play the Bill Collectors, right? Angry Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Chris. That's like 2 buys. Yeah. We go Titans, bye Dolphins. I don't like to overlook games any given Sunday, but nobody's losing to the Dolphins. It ain't going to happen. They might win 1 or 2 games this year against other bad teams. Our defense is too good. Our offense is good enough to roast that team. They've already given up. Shivas, I want Duke to be called up. We're going to get into it. So to wrap up the injuries, if Allen can't go, Barkley's going to be our guy. They'll call Davis Webb up because they signed Davis Webb to the practice squad. That's what I'm assuming, unless they sign some guy, a different vet in between now and then. Singletary, let's keep an eye out on that hamstring. Taron Johnson, same thing. Tyler Kroft, that's another one. And Foster with the groin. There's a lot to pay attention to. Tomorrow's a big day. Make sure you guys are following the page so that we can give you those updates as soon as they come out. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. I want to give you guys updated stats on our team here. I'm going to start doing this every week after our game. I'm pretty impressed with these numbers, okay? I'm pretty impressed. When we look at our offense, total yards in the NFL, we're 9th. Even after that abysmal game, we still move the ball pretty well. You take those picks away, and it's a totally different game. We're 9th in total yards, 19th in passing yards. We're 4th in rushing yards. Singletary has been limited. They're babying him. They're slowly working him in, and now he's been out for 2 weeks. He's going to be that X factor, okay? Frank Gore is leading the charge on the 4th best team in rushing in the NFL. Come on, let's go. That's something to be fucking pumped about. We should be excited about that. This whole line, we got a lot of improvements to make. I'm going to show you guys some Pro Football Focus numbers tonight that break down who's been good in pass block, who's been good in run block. There's definitely some improvements to make. We're going to have to. Mitch Morse has to play a little bit better. Deion Dawkins has played really well. We'll talk about it, but we should be excited. This is a totally different offensive line, as we know. The fact that we're 4th in rushing yards, that's good. 23rd in points, not that good. But when you only put up 10 against the Patriots very well could be the second best defense in the NFL this year, okay? So we got to take it a little bit with a grain of salt. We've only played 4 games, and we played one of the best defenses. So hang on. Don't get too nervous about that. Ronald Lennox, what's up? Let's go, baby. Roger, yes, sir, I can't wait. Allen definitely needs to look this season to see if he's going to make it as an NFL pro. Totally agree. Ryan Anger, we in this bitch. Let's go. I'm late, so I might have to already come up. Sorry, but Zay has to go. Yeah, we're going to talk about Zay. We're going to do a little Zay Jones, Duke Williams segment here. Mickey, Dawson Knox needs 6 targets every game. What the fuck? Totally agree. I'm loving me some Dawson Knox. All he's got to do is stay consistent with those hands. We're going to talk about it. Lee Smith has 4 penalties. Dawson is a beast. Totally. Dan Fingles leaving tomorrow for Nashville. Let's go. Fingles. We didn't get to see them dingles, boy. They didn't get that win over the Patriots. We didn't get to see your naked ass. Dan, hit me with those hot messages. I want the videos of the tailgate. I want pictures. Hit me, man. Feed Blindsided that info, boy. I appreciate it. Lucardi, everybody versus Buffalo. Let's go. Tricky Finch. Please, Duke. Zay makes me so mad. It's like 10-11 out there. I know. Cody needs to stay at guard. Cody needs to stay out the field, in my opinion. He needs to grow. He needs to take a year off. We need to redshirt that ass. Will Josh Allen be back this coming Sunday? We'll find out tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big day for that. Defensively, let's go. Defensively, our new numbers here after week 4. 2nd in total yards. 2nd. Let's go. This defense is disgusting. 4th in passing yards after facing Tom Brady. Fuck you, Tom Brady. Spanking that ass. 7th in rushing yards. 5th in total points. 7th in third down completion percentage. Our defense is stout. Let's go. Oh, man, if that doesn't get you pumped up, they built this defense from the ground up. All these guys. Milano got drafted. We traded up for Tremaine. Lorenzo's been a vet. We've kept him around for a long time for a reason. McDermott signed his safeties because McDermott used to be a safety. He knows the position. He brings in Poyer, brings in Hyde. We draft Trey White, undrafted free agent Levi. With this, Ed Oliver, Daryl Johnson, 7th-round pick Daryl Johnson, looking good against New England. Looking good. Let's be excited that this team is 3-1. And not be bummed out that we just lost to the Super Bowl champions and we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chances to win. Okay? It ain't the Super Bowl. We're not in the playoffs yet. Okay? Let's be excited about this team. Let's be excited about the fact that our offense, 9th in the NFL in total yards, 4th in the NFL in rushing yards, and our defense is the best in the NFL. I don't care what the fuck anybody says. Lucardi, I like what you're saying. I like what you're saying. Devontae Green, 100. Let's go. Robert McDermott, let me check tape. All right. Let's move it on here. I want to dive in here real quick. This is everybody's upset about this. It's a hot topic. Everybody's talking about it. The hit that Jones laid on Josh Allen. We got to talk about it. Take a look at it. Here's where I'm at. You guys let me know where you're at. We'll dive in for a minute here before I move on to a recap of the Patriots-Bills game. Excuse me. Our boy got laid out. No ifs, ands, or buts. Do we have a running quarterback? Yes. When you're a running quarterback, are they going to look to lay that smack down? Absolutely. If we were going against Lamar Jackson and he's running down the middle of the field on a 3rd down fighting for a 1st down, what's Tremaine or Matt Milano going to do? Lorenzo? They're going to lay the smack down. Okay? So the fact that Jones came in hot for the hard hit, I'm not that upset about. The fact that he led with his helmet, to me, is upsetting, but it's a bang-bang play. At the end of the day, Allen was going down with his helmet as well, and if you watch the play, it's infuriating because it was technically a helmet-to-helmet, but if you watch the play, as he's going with his helmet, he's turning his shoulder as well. He was attempting to turn his body and go with the shoulder. He just made contact with the helmet first. I'm not one of these guys that thinks he should have been suspended. I don't think it was intentional. I don't think he was trying to fucking knock Josh Allen's head off. I just don't. I'm not one of the guys. I know a lot of you guys are pissed off. A lot of people said he should be suspended, blah, 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 blah. I get it. But that's not me. I'm out on that. Mickey the Dude did helmet to helmet. Doesn't matter how it happened. He should be fine. No excuses. I think he might be fine. I think he's still going to be fine. Luke Hardy, like Micah said, if that was Brady, the player would have been ejected. I totally agree. I'm not arguing that. I'm saying intent. Leroy Jones, Bills suck. We got trolls on Facebook. Take care of this motherfucker. Ronald Allen needs to work on ball handling and his footwork totally. You look at some of that film yesterday, it was a little sloppy here. Let's do the wrap-up here. Let's get this wrap-up going. There's a lot of positives to take from this game. Obviously, we can start with the defense. Disgusting, okay? Our defense balled out, as usual. Holding this team that was so good on offense up until this point was huge. One of my favorite plays is right here. You guys that are listening to the podcast, I got a picture up of Micah Hyde making that interception on Tom Brady. The fact that was the typical slow-rolling Patriots drive, nickel and dime it down the field. Our defense must have been exhausted because they were out there 15, 16, 17 plays in a row. To end on an interception with Tom Brady at the helm is ginormous. Micah Hyde doing what Micah Hyde's been doing whole season. Absolute MVP. On our defense, Micah Hyde, he's the communicator. He's a leader. Yep, Tremaine's been really good too. There's been a lot of guys that have played really well, but nobody's been as good as Micah Hyde. Pro Football Focus, he leads our team almost every week. I absolutely love the way he's playing this year. He's taking it to another level. I didn't think he could. Last year was really good. The year before, he was really good too. He's taking it to another level. Loving what Micah Hyde's doing. Brady would not run like... No, he wouldn't. No, he would not. Bill Ryan, go Bills. Let's go. Christopher, 4-1 after Sunday. Go Bills. We in it. Charlotte, I don't think he will even be fine because they came out and warned Josh you need to be careful. I didn't hear that, but if that's the case, it's unfortunate. But we got to move on from it. Dan Fingles, if Hyde doesn't make the pick, people head for the exits. Yeah, it would have been, 20-3 at that point? That was a huge play. Kept us in the game. Kept it interesting. Hyde gave us a reason to stay entertained, to stay interested in the game because we had the opportunities. He's the reason we had those opportunities. Great play by Hyde. Great play. Another thing with this is playing this defense so early was a big thing. I really think it's a good thing that we played the Patriots this early because we see the top of the top. We know how good of a defense we're going to play from here on out. I don't think we're going to play another defense as good as the Patriots. So we see what the top is, and what were we? This close to winning. The Patriots have been doing this for 20 fucking years. They have their system in play. They have their coaching style. They have it all down to a fucking science. We're just building. They're already established. We're building. We're progressing. We're getting there. But they've had this system in place for 20 years. So us being this close is a huge sign for us. And I think we're going to be even more ready next time we play them. The fact that Allen played this defense, the fact that we showed that we can hold our own and make Tom Brady look like a JV quarterback. I mean, he threw for 46% here, guys. Brady threw for 46%. Roasted that ass. Undies down. Trey White, spank. Tremaine Evans, spank. Ed Oliver, spanky spanks. We spanked that ass. Okay, we couldn't get it done on offense. We will. We will. It's going to continue to progress. Irene, what's Hola from Spain? Let's go. Blindsided Sports. We got fans all over this bitch. We in Spain. We're in Spain. Once we get these shirts made, I'm slinging them out to you. You got to pay for shipping and handling, though. Luke, because Brady threw that pick. Tricky, missed field goal, half was big. God, I can't talk enough about that. Great point. I was going to bring it up a little bit, but it was huge. If Steven Hauschka makes that field goal, completely different game. We kick the field goals when we're in position, and we probably end up winning. So frustrating. So frustrating. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I got done playing basketball. I'm shot right now. Costa, what's going on, man? We have to trade for a wide receiver. I wouldn't disagree with that. The only problem with that is before we go out and get another weapon, I want to see Josh Allen progress a little bit more. I believe the trade deadline now is week 8, so let's get through this week. Let's get through the bye. Allen puts up 2 big games against the Dolphins, and then I can't remember who we play. Maybe the Eagles. I think it's Dolphins-Eagles. We put up a couple good games. He's showing that he's really progressing, and our offense is really going to give us a shot to make a playoff run this year. Let's go get a guy. Let's go get somebody. I can't. We're not going to talk about Zay and Duke Williams yet. Not yet. Ryan, Lee Smith was an absolute liability out there Sunday. Yeah, so unlike him. We brought him in because he's a seasoned vet. The fact that he had so many penalties it sucked. Scott, what's going on? Definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over. Only thing that will give us a chance to make playoff run is if Allen can stop throwing jump balls and looks at simple passes the defenses gives. That's all Brady has done his whole career. Short, immediate passes and throws the ball away. It's a great point. It's a great point. And you hit that over-the-top ball once they bite in the play action, and you got a receiver that's wide open. I mean, that's a great point. That's spot on. Spot on. I couldn't have said it any better myself. You have to be smart. You have to take what the defense gives you, and you can't force a deep ball. It was clear they wanted to hit the deep ball. They wanted to shock the Patriots. They wanted to get out to an early lead. And I appreciate the aggressiveness. I really love it. I love it because we've been lacking it for so long. We've had these teams where it's like, can we make a big play? You know, the last 20 years, 16 or 17 of those years, it's like, I don't want to see Trent Edwards out here. But now that we have a gunslinger, now that we have a little bit of a Brett Favre, a rookie Brett Favre, it's like, okay, let's hone it in a little bit. That's a great point, Scott. Ronald, what shirts? They're coming, baby. They're coming. David, can't wait for my shirt. Absolutely. Robert Fish, then Eagles. That's what I thought. Dolphins and Eagles. Thanks, guys. Who's saying there's millions of great soccer players out there in the world. We can't find one to come in and punt. Not only punt, but field goals. The fact that we gave Hauschka this extension drove me insane. We was missing field goals in training camp, missing field goals in preseason. He's got to hit a field goal against the Patriots. It's prime time. This is a big opportunity. Make your fucking field goal. You just got a 4-year extension with big money, and you go out there and you lay an egg. It's like, what are we doing here? Why? I don't get it. We should steal Larry Fitzgerald. That would be so awesome, but he's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. Dan, to lose because of special teams to the Pats is the last thing I saw coming. Yeah, Heath Farwell came in. and we're going to talk about this too. Heath Farwell came in. We were hoping for new things, big things. And I like some pieces that we have. Andre Roberts, I think he's going to have some big plays this year. And he actually looked pretty good at wide receiver Sunday too. But special teams has to be better. Has to be better. Along with that is the O-line, guys. Our run game has been disgusting. Like I said, 4th in the NFL. With Frank Gore leading the way and Devin Singletary not being able to get out there yet, it's ginormous. We should be very pumped up about our run game. We just got to match it. Back to what Scott said earlier, if we can keep this run game going and play the short, smart football, the teams are going to start stacking the box. They're going to have to start respecting our run game even more. And once they do that, it's going to open up the pass game. It's a beautiful thing. We just have to take advantage of it. We have to adjust our game plan. I'm excited to see what Brian Dable's going to do going forward here after kind of an atrocious game for Josh Allen. David, even when Allen is set, he's still overthrowing the deep ball. That's a concern. Yeah, his intermediate and short stuff has been really good when his footwork's good, but with the deep stuff, he has time and he's still missing. It's scary. Dylan, we don't need to trade for a wide receiver. Duke needs to be called up. The Duke squad. The Duke squad is here. Oh, it's funny, man. But we're gonna talk about it. And another thing, guys, our fucking guy on the positive side of this game is Dawson Knox. How impressive is this tight end? When Josh Allen starts making consistent throws and we keep this pass game, we get the pass game going with a little bit of a smarter game plan, a little bit more conservative game plan. Taking those deep shots when we have to, when they're there, when they're available. You just hit John Brown on the crossing routes, hit Cole Beasley underneath, let him get a few extra yards, hit Dawson Knox in space and let this man work. I think we got a superstar on our hands here, guys. I really do. Between Knox and Singletary, I think we got some superstars and it works, boy. Come on. We got to use them. Got to use them the right way. We have to. Justin, sit Zay, bring Duke up. I hear you. Dylan, hashtag Duke Mafia. Luke, Knox looks good. Good hands, baby. Yeah, finally. He had a couple early drops early in the season, but boy, he's turning it around. He's looking good out there. Justin, what's up, man? Dawson Knox, you out, boy. Let's go. I kind of like bringing them in slow. Me too. Especially when you're winning. The fact that Singletary, we haven't seen this boy explode yet. I love it. We're 3-1. We got a bye in 2 weeks. We got a winnable Tennessee game coming up here, and then Dolphins right after that. Let's have a slow progression for these young guys so that by the end of the year they're in full swing. Let's go. I loved it. I love the overall big picture look at this right now. Believers Talk. What's going on, man? Knox has more drops this season than Jones this season. Just saying. That's a good point. Knox has turned it around as of late, though. That's a big thing. Is Knox had a lot more drops earlier on in the year compared to his last couple of games. He's kind of turning it around, whereas Zay has just been really inconsistent all year. I know Believers Talk. Joe, I know you're a Zay Jones guy. I know you are, and I get it. I hear you. He showed so much growth last year, but man, if you look at some of the stats, I'm going to show here. We're going to look at some of the next gen stats. His separation, it's the worst on the team. He's got the worst separation on the team. And when you see the lack of effort plays, when you see him not try to break up that interception, when you see him get two hands on the ball on that Barkley touchdown, I know it was a bad throw, really tough catch, but he got two hands on it, didn't come down with it. It's tough. When you see that effort isn't fully there, and you got a guy like Duke Williams that's on the practice squad that's giving it his all, and they're dropping highlights of this motherfucker making plays on Trey White in practice, and he's clearly a team guy, man. I went to that the Bengals game, sitting front row, and I said at the last show, he was on the sideline hyping everybody up the whole game. Towel jumping on his feet the whole game. It was really cool to see. So he's a team guy. I'd like to see Duke get a shot. We'll talk about it more in a little bit. Believers Talk. Yeah, I kind of am getting off that Zay Jones hill, but not completely down. Yeah, I get it. I'm not totally off it either, but I'm sliding fast. It's a slippery slope right now. Dan, Knox makes big plays and Jones makes average plays at best. Yeah. Even when Jones, man, when they throw him the ball, he still is like He's catching it with his forearms. He does it with his hands. He set the FBS record for catches, and it's like, man, where's that been in the NFL? Another thing is Josh throws a hard ball. There's going to be guys that just can't connect with him, and maybe that's a big problem that Zay has. He needs that soft touch. That's why he blew up with Barkley last year. Him and Barkley were on the same page. I would not be surprised if Tennessee comes out this week, and if Barkley's our QB, I would not be surprised to see Zay go off. Boy, talk about throwing a wrench in the system here. That's something to be nervous about. If Barkley comes out against Tennessee and goes, he throws for 75%, couple touchdowns, 250, 275 yards, people are going to be like, oh, boy. There's going to be a lot of people that are saying, Barkley's the guy. And we know he's not. Barkley's not the guy. He's a great backup. Love the personality. Love him on the Bills team. Love that him and Josh Allen are boys. But we know his ceiling, not that high. Allen, we still don't know. He's only had 14 career starts. We got to give him 10, 15 more before we really judge anything. Dylan, I feel like the defense is going to have a hangover this week after that performance. I don't think so. If they can keep the same energy, we're going to be a scary team. Yeah, we are. We are going to be a scary team. I don't think they're going to be the type of team that has that dip. Sean McDermott's not going to let that happen. Not going to let that happen. We came out and balled this last week. There was so much hype. You could see why some guys would be scared, why some guys would have bad games. It's Tom Brady. It's the Patriots, the Super Bowl champs coming into town. That defense stepped the fuck up, boy. Stepped up. The only person in our whole entire team, out of all of the 22 starters, that looked scared, that looked like they were a little overwhelmed, was QB1, was Josh Allen. So, I don't know. Zay in the fourth to the Bengals for Green. I'd be in for that. Ronald agreed. Believers, Ciara, boy G-Show was loving himself, that rookie kicker in preseason. Don't get him going. What did he say? The rookie kicker was hitting kicks in training camp. Let's go! McLaughlin! Get his ass back here to Buffalo! That's my guy. I promise you guys. Hey, McLaughlin's going to be a goddamn Pro Bowler. I can't believe we let that motherfucker walk. Adam Vinatieri, we let Adam Vinatieri walk. You guys laughing out loud over there. McLaughlin's a stud. What a stupid thing. Oh, my God, that's so dumb. But he did look good. And Hauschka, come on. Hauschka's putting up some duds. Our guy McLaughlin. Minnesota swooping him, and Colquitt. Britton Colquitt, an experienced veteran punter, on his way to Buffalo. To sign with our team, to be the punter, and Minnesota calls him up. Whoop. Don't go to Buffalo. Come here. I think the special teams coach at Minnesota used to coach him. He goes, all right, I'm coming back to Minnesota. God damn it. We could have had Colquitt, and he would be a hell of a lot better than Bohorquist. And then we let McLaughlin go, and Minnesota signs him. I'm dropping viewers like crazy because I'm talking about kickers, but I don't give a fuck. Get McLaughlin back here. God damn it. Fuck. We got to get out of our own way when it comes to winning these games, guys. I've made this point before. And it's what I'll do again. It's what I'll say again. Tom Brady, what he did, he played like shit. He knew our defense was stout. He knew we had no shot. They had no shot to consistently move the ball. And what he did is he played well enough. He played smart enough. No more picks. Besides the Micah Hyde, no stupid turnovers. And he let his defense win the game. What our quarterback did was he lost the game for us. And I'm not that upset because he's 23 years old. It's his 14th career start. Shit like that is going to happen. That's part of the growing pains. We just have to see him learn from it. It's like talking to my kids. It's like talking to my 9-year-old more so than him, my 4-year-old, and my 2 little girls who are 2 and 1 now. It's okay that you guys make mistakes. But what we have to do is learn from them. We have to make sure that we're not making the same mistakes over again. We learn from our problems, okay? If we keep consistently having the same problems, not good. We have to see Josh Allen grow. We have to see him get better. We have to see him get smarter. Devontae, Corey is fucking garbage. David, Zane. Oh, I'm sorry. I already read that one. Yeah, so got to get out of our way. Man, special teams, blah, 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 blah. So many things. Sucks. Okay? What's up, buddy? What are you doing? What you doing, baby? Okay, it's dead up there. Hey, you gotta watch. You gotta hang out over there in the other room, okay?
In the playroom?
Yeah. I'm doing a show right now, honey. We're live right now. You want to show everyone your Hawaiian shirt?
Yeah.
Say what's up, everybody.
What's up, everybody?
Look right there at the camera and say, Blindsided Squad.
Blindsided Squad.
I love you. Now be gone. I love you.
Daddy, I don't know how to turn the light. George, what's this thing? But it didn't work.
Oh, okay. You know what I would do is try the living room light.
Okay.
Or the family room, okay, babe?
Okay.
Okay. Let me know if you can't get it, okay?
Okay.
All right. We'll do it live! Go live, Eddie, tell me. Go live! I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. All right. Whew. All right, Josh Allen. Look at this. I saw the stat today. Put it up on Facebook. Josh Allen, he's on pace this year for 44 interception and fumbles total. Okay, the record is 45, set by Dante Culpepper. As just going off of my point I was just making, we have to get better. We cannot have Josh Allen break that record or be even close to it. Our defense is too good to continuously be that bad. That's ugly. Diggs in New England. Don't tell me that. Dylan. Is that a rumor or a real thing? You can't be dropped because look at you guys drop bombs on me while I'm going live. Like I was live when we found out about Teller. Is that real? No, there's no news on that, motherfucker. Come on now. Peterman was going to break the record. Yes, he was. Shivas. He's also on course for 4,000 yard season. Yes, he's on course for some good stats as well. But the fact that that's where he's at with the turnovers is not okay. Our defense is too good to be turning the ball over like that. Got to cut that shit off, okay? I got a couple good stats for you guys. What Allen was against the Patriots in 20 yards or less. If he threw the ball 20 yards or less, he was 13 of 17. Great numbers. That's 26 of 34. If you do it, if you double those numbers, that's a great game. With a couple deep shots, whether you hit them or miss them, it's okay. We have to continue that. What he was on 20 yards plus, 0 of 8 with 3 interceptions. He threw the ball 20 yards plus, 0 of 8, 3 interceptions. That's not good. CR, let's go. David Reed, rumor. Thank God. Just rumors right now. Sorry for the scare. Yeah, you scared the hell out of me, man. That would be devastating. I want to bring Diggs in. Let's bring Diggs in. Or Duke Williams. Okay, hey, I want to ask you guys this question because one of my buddies that's actually a troll, he's a big troll. He asked me earlier, you guys answer this question for me right now. I want to read some of your comments. What quarterback, this sucks. I don't like being this asshole or being pessimistic, but what quarterback in the NFL right now makes us worse than Josh Allen? That means any other quarterback on any team. You tell me anyone who, give me a quarterback that doesn't make our team better than if we have Josh Allen playing. I know it's a fucked up question. It's like a catch-22 because we have this young kid with a high ceiling where we have to see him grow. He makes some dynamic plays. We love a lot of things about him. We love his competitiveness. We love his fourth quarter comeback ability. We love that shit. But you give us, 20 quarterbacks in the NFL? 25 quarterbacks in the NFL? And our team's better right now? Right? Kyler Murray, that's definitely one. I would say rookies for sure. But you take those guys away. Not Shivas. I'm not talking about backups. I'm talking about starters. Yeah, Keenum, Rosen, Eli, he's a backup. These guys are backups. I want starters. Let's go through it. Tom Brady, obviously. Sam Darnold, no. Josh Rosen, no. Not a chance. But you go to the AFC North. Andy Dalton, we're probably better. Lamar Jackson, probably a little bit better. Jackson looks like he's balling this year. Baker Mayfield, probably not. I don't like what Baker Mayfield's got going on. Mason Rudolph looks good. That's still an unknown. The AFC South, Deshaun Watson, yeah. Marcus Mariota. You know what Marcus Mariota's doing this year? He's got the same amount of yards as Josh Allen, and he's got 7 touchdowns with no interceptions with 104 passer rating. So Marcus Mariota, yeah, probably. Gardner Minshew, looking like a stud. Okay, I'm not going to run through the whole NFL. Matt Ryan, Drew Brees, Teddy Bridgewater. You go over to Russell Wilson, Jimmy Garoppolo. There's a lot of guys out there that make this team better. Josh Allen, he has to stop hurting us. Andy Dalton, no, he's smart. He's a smart quarterback. We need to see. I don't want to sit here and shit on Allen. I love the guy. I'm on the Allen train hard. I love Josh Allen. I really want to see him grow. My only point is we have to see him grow. He has to play smart football. No ifs, ands, or buts. Our defense is too good for him to cost us any games. That's it. He has to be Big Ben Roethlisberger the first 3 years he was in Pittsburgh, where he was throwing 20, 22 times a game, anywhere from 16 to 24 times a game, but no more than that. We had a great running game. They had a great running game. They had a great defense, and that's how they won games. And Big Ben won by playing smart football. Let's let Josh go through the growing pains, but you got to be smart while you're doing it. That's my only point. That'll change this week, says Dylan. I hope it's so. I'm hoping so. Another thing, negatives from this game. We got to talk about our guy. This is a big topic. Everybody wants to talk about it. Zay Jones. Where's the effort? Where's his head at? Is he really in? Does he have the ability to be on this team? You guys that are listening to the podcast, I love you, motherfuckers. Podcast is blowing up. 5-star review if you don't mind. Hit that thing. But we got a picture up of Zay and Duke Williams right now. Because Bills Mafia, Blindsided Squad, they are calling for that Duke hype train, boy. And I've been on the let's keep Zay. Zay's, he's going to contribute. He's a team guy, blah, 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 blah. I'm starting to slide off that hill, guys. I really am. You watch it all 22. You see what he's doing on these plays. It's like, man, he's just not getting great separation. He isn't. And Duke is the type of player, we've seen it in training camp, preseason, and even practice squad when he's going against Trey White and these guys. When you toss that boy that ball, he's fighting. He's coming down with that fucking thing. He's coming down with that rock, where Zay doesn't have that ability. And what are we missing right now? We got a flyer. We got John Brown. He can fly all over the place. You look at his routes on the next-gen stats. He's flying all over the field, going deep, deep, deep. Cole Beasley's the underneath guy. Andre Roberts looked great across the middle. He got a ton of separation all game Sunday. What we're missing is a big-body guy that we can hit in the red zone, throw up a jump ball to, and he comes down with it like a fucking beast. And Duke's shown that he can do that. I'm not saying I'm off the Zay Jones train, but what I am, I'm on the Duke Williams train. I'd like to see it. I want to see this guy I want to see him get a shot. Dylan, Duke makes that catch at the end of the game and breaks up that pick, period. That's a great point. Matt Barkley throws that ball up to Duke Williams. He's coming down with it. It's a touchdown. Dylan, Kelvin 2.0. Who's that? I hope you're saying that that's Zay, because the last thing we want is a Kelvin 2.0. Maestro, doggy dog, what's up, G-Show? Let's go. G-Shoe in this bitch. Richard Williams, what about Wade? Can't pull him up. They used him as the 11th spot on the practice squad because he's an international guy. So he officially, technically, legally, by NFL rules, cannot be pulled up this year. Next year is a different story. Dylan, Zay is Kelvin 2.0. Yeah, okay, yeah. I think the effort's slacking a little bit, and there's no separation. He's faster than Kelvin. He's got more playmaking abilities than Kelvin, but I don't know, boys. I don't know. Believers, another thought, isn't Beasley a better version of Zay Jones anyhow? So pulling a tall receiver, what we need. Yeah, that's a great point. Zay's a little bit bigger than Beasley, and he's got more speed. He doesn't have the quickness or the agility, and I think Zay can run. I like Zay taking hits and being in the middle of the field a little bit better than Cole Beasley. He's small. He can't take those hits. He's kind of like that gadgety. He catches the ball. You hit him on that comeback route. Takes a few steps, gets a few extra yards, and dives forward so he doesn't get hit. But whereas I think Zay could take a hit. But I get what you're saying. Victor, we can keep Zay and humble him by reminding him what hungry looks like and bringing up Duke. Yeah, and Duke's hungry. We know that. That boy want to eat. That boy wants to eat. I'm ready to see it. I'm on the train. Why not? Why not? Why wouldn't we bring him up? Somebody tell me. Luke Cole's better. Yeah, he is. Timothy Lewis. Allen was trash since Wyoming. Okay. David Reed, go fuck yourself. Timothy Lewis, go fuck yourself. Blindsided squad, we in this. Let's go. I love when trolls come on here and you guys just let them have it. The last dude that comments on Facebook, he goes, Bill suck. Somebody goes, suck a fucking dick. I love it. Fuck the trolls. Dylan, you think Zay has trade value? No, I do not. Maybe get a fifth. Maybe on a team that has wide receiver problems. We could possibly get a fifth for Zay, but I don't see much more than that. I think he had more trade value before the season started, and I was calling for him to get traded during training camp. You guys that have been with me here since day one, I was at every single training camp, including the one in Buffalo, and I've been saying since day one, let's trade him while he's still got some value. Now that he's kind of irrelevant on this offense, not only irrelevant, but it seems like he may be hurting the team here and there. It looks like G-Show's got some general manager skills. Brandon Bean, give me a call. You looking for an intern? I'll come out there for free. You bring your notebook. I'll give you some tips. I'll walk you through on who we should pick up, who we should drop. We'll make some moves. I'll kind of coddle you a little bit. You should see my Madden squad. I got the juice, boy. We're winning Super Bowl in 2020 every year. Let's go. Ken, maybe he can't get playbook. There's a reason he's on the practice squad. TFL ain't the NFL. It's a good point. He's not the brightest dude. He's been a fuck up kind of his whole life until he turned shit around the last couple of years. But I don't know. Maybe that's one of those insider things that we'll never know about. Tom, look at this, buddy. I know you're hot on this train right here, boy. You're coming in at the right time. People say maybe Duke not ready, but even if he does nothing in a game, that's no difference than what Zay offers. Yeah, totally. Shivas, you were high on Ray Ray. God damn it. Shivas, throw me under the bus, and I read the comment. That's my problem here. Is I read these comments, I don't read them first. I don't have somebody filter through them and sling the good ones at me like they do on the Bills page and some of that shit. I just read these. You guys could literally say, G-Show, I heard you're a pedophile. Elaborate. And I would read it. I'd read it right out fucking loud. I would sling it out there. You can't throw me under the bus like that, Shivas. Yes, I was high on Ray Ray. He looked good in training camp. He was getting good separation, but this was against the twos. I just thought he had a chance to take a step, and he looked significantly better than he did last year. But when he was in for the preseason games, he did not have the juice. So my hype train for Ray Ray kind of dissipated. Maestro, no, bro, I got the juice. Hit me with your Madden gamer tags. I'll roast some blindsided ass in this bitch. I will roast. 5 wide, Hail Mary, every goddamn play. If Josh Allen isn't hitting somebody, he's running for 25 yards. Let's go. General G manager, we in it. General G show manager in this bitch. The GSM, the G show manager. Brandon Bean, get at me. Call me. Show you a thing or two. Richard, no talks to Singletary. How's he doing? Solid playmaker. Yeah, we've talked about him already. Tomorrow's a big day when it comes to injuries. You got to stay tuned. Make sure you follow us on Facebook. I know you do, man. But there'll be a press conference. McDermott will come out and say what everybody's status is, and as soon as we hear, we're going to be posting. We're going to let you guys know. Dylan, what's the deal with Foster? He's got the groin. How did he go from the top guy to irrelevant? He's almost cut worthy at this point. I don't know. What happened was you brought in more talent. You brought in a guy like John Brown, Cole Beasley, and the cream rises to the top. That's just how it goes. It shows the lack of talent we had at wide receiver last year. Same thing with the offensive line. It shows the lack of talent we had on the O-line. With 4 new starters, Cole Beasley, John Brown, Dawson Knox being our top targets on offense. I'm excited to see more talent come in. What's going to happen? John Brown's going to drop to a number 2. Cole Beasley's still going to be a great slot guy, but we're only going to continue to bring more talent. We're going to draft well because this front office has shown that they can draft very well. Very well. And we have a ton of cap space. So I'm excited for not only this year and how we're looking, but the years to come, the next 2-3 years. They're a big picture. They're not this like, let's get some asses in the seats this year and we'll go, hopefully we can get some wins. This front office and Sean McDermott, they're a big picture front office. They think years down the road. Love it. Love it. Devontae, Admiral Green 20, I will torch you. Let's go. Tom Swain, too many Smurfs on the field and Zay can't make any plays. Bring up Duke. Yeah, I hear you. Boy, we're already at an hour. And I got a million more things to talk about. Oh, really quick. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Wide receiver separation. I had a chart that I was going to pull up, but I accidentally fucked the chart up. Look at when we go live, I fuck shit up. I pulled up one of my logos that I was thinking about dropping, but it showed separation. Andre Roberts led the way. He had 7.5 yards of separation per play that he was out there. Yeah, he was running a lot of underneath stuff where he had a linebacker covering him, but he stood out by far. And you know who had the least amount of separation? John Brown and Zay Jones were close, but Zay easily. The difference is John Brown wasn't able to get a lot of separation. He had Steph Gilmore covering him the whole game, and he still was making plays. Zay had the least amount of separation, couldn't make any plays. Guys, it's the proof is in the pudding here. It's in the pudding. We got to not let him go. We can't keep him out in the field. I'd rather see Foster out there. Let's give Foster a shot. We got to see some other talent in there. I did not see McKenzie last game. I believe McKenzie is hurt. We're going to have to hear more about that tomorrow. Luke, I have a winning record in Madden with the Bills unranked. I'll play, buddy. Let's go. Shoot me a message. Message me. You guys on Facebook, hit the like button, the thumbs up. If you don't subscribe right now, subscribe for me. Let's go. Facebook, like. Make sure you share this video. Give the video a share. We don't get a lot of shares. Ken Fuller, hit that share button. Devontae, share. Justin Elwell, let's go. Roberts is a block away from taking it to the house. Yeah, he was. Yeah, I love Andre punt return, kick returns. Let's go. Moving on. Oh, and lastly, the thing that pissed me off about this game is the special teams in the game management. The fact that we didn't have any timeouts going into that fourth quarter was devastating for us. And the special teams, having that block punt. What was Pat DeMarco doing? He's another one of those guys like Zay Jones. I get it. He's a leader. He's a fundamental guy. But at the end of the day, you got to make that block. I mean, it looked ridiculous. The way he just stuck his arms out there to try to stop the guy that made the block, it was like, I don't know. Heath Farwell, get your shit together. Get the squad playing a little bit better. We can't be losing to the Patriots because of a blocked punt. It can't be happening. It can't. But it did. Shivas, it was the formation. Who's calling the formation? Our guy. Believers, maybe a good GM, but not offensive coordinator if you run 5 wide Hail Mary every play. That's a great point. It's ugly, but I get some dubs, boy. I get some dubs. Ronald Lennox, I started a watch party. My guy, that's what I'm talking about. Joining that blindsided squad. These shirts are coming soon, boys. I'm putting that shit together. We're going to start slinging them out there. What's a good price range for shirts? $49.99? $69.99? What's a good price range? Let me know. Robbie Anderson, AJ Green, free agents next year. Whoo! Robbie Anderson is not a team guy. He is not a team guy. But I think we're going to have an established culture where we could start bringing in guys that maybe aren't super high on the team atmosphere kind of thing, but we could transform them like the Patriots do. So hang on for that. We're moving on. We're doing a little bit of a Titans preview. Look at this. I made this, okay? This is what I'm talking about right here, okay? Your boy takes some time. This shit right here, pulling up graphics like this, making the thumbnails for the YouTube, the pictures, pulling up these pictures, pulling up the images for you guys so you're not just looking at my ugly ass talking all night. It takes time. Okay? That's why I got to start slinging some shirts out so I can make a couple bucks. Shivas, 100 pesos. Luke Hardy, the cheaper. I hear you guys. I'm thinking like $19.99. Maybe 20, 25 bucks. Devontae, 30. David Reed, 25. Let's go. Jay Williams, $25 t-shirts. But I want to have them be balling, okay? I don't want them to be like these basic-ass t-shirts. I want to get a couple like models made up and then have you guys vote. Let you guys be like, hey, this is the one we like. This is the one we don't like. But I spent so much goddamn time on this. It takes me forever. I got to start making a couple bucks. My wife's like, hey, honey, I love you. I'm supporting you. But you're spending hours and hours and hours on this blindsided stuff. You know, like, what's your end game here? I'm like, honey, I'm trying to stop mowing lawns in this bitch. I'm trying to stop pick weeds. Your boy doesn't want to be doing landscape his whole life. Let's make some dough. I'm trying to provide here, guys. You let me know what I can do to be better, and I got to start making some goddamn dough. Let's go. But Bills Titans, let's go. Buy one, get one free, Justin. Yeah, $69.99. Buy one, get one free. Okay, this Titans team, they're 2-2. Okay, I believe they're 1 and I can't remember their home and road win loss, but they have 2 wins against the Browns and the Falcons. Okay. Browns look like they're turning it around a little bit. They look like they didn't really have it together the first part of the year. And the Falcons are still a question mark, like always. The Falcons have been a question mark the last 4 years. And the 2 losses, Colts, Jacoby Brissett, Jags, Gardner Minshew. I don't know. They're kind of a question mark team right now. But 25th in total yards, their offense is. 25th in total yards. Not good. That's not good. That right off the bat lines up well for our defense. Okay, 28th in pass yards. That is also not good. Okay, Marcus Mariota has been very, very smart with the ball, though. He has the same amount of yards as Josh Allen, and he has 7 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. That is very, very good. He's 74 of 119, 933 yards, 7 TDs, 0 picks, 106 passer rating. That is very smart football. Marcus Mariota, what he's doing and what this offense is doing is trying to allow Tennessee's defense to win the games for them because Mike Vrabel is a fucking guru himself, and he learned everything he knows from playing and from Bill Belichick. He's a stud. Devontae, 2-0 on the road. Thank you. 0-2 at home. Oliver is getting his first sack this week, says Dylan. I'm hoping fucking so. Can we get that boy to start getting nasty? Look, you compare him to Aaron Donald there from the Rams. And Jesus, Nicholas, $14.99 or 2 for $25. Okay, I hear you guys. I'll try to be right around that zone. But I need you guys to buy. I'm blindsided squad. We in this bitch. We'll talk about it. But Vrabel's a stud. Their defense is going to be good. We have to be smart offensively. Derrick Henry's having a good year. They are 12th in the NFL in rush yards. Okay, he's averaging 4 yards a carry. He's got 3 TDs, no fumbles. They're 28th in the pass and 12th in the rush yards. That means it really sets up nicely for our defense to ball out. They got to play well. They have to, because their defense is good. Their defense is really good. Total yards, 14th. Passing yards, 14th. Rushing yards, 15th. This is their defense. Points, 4th. They're only giving up 15.5 points per game. Third down completion percentage, 6th. 30%. Okay, their defense is good. Our defense is better. I fully believe that. Fully believe it. But it's going to be another tight game. Plain and simple. Matt Barkley, I don't know who our quarterback's going to be. We're going to have to dive deep into it on Thursday, because we'll know. On Thursday, we're going to know if it's going to be Allen or Barkley. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. If Allen's still in the concussion protocol, he's not going to go. Ronald, I like that. And hoodies for $35. Let's go. Nicholas, wish we would have just kept feeding Gore on Sunday. I totally agree. Shivas, Oliver is too small, DT. Oliver's looked really good. He's moved the pocket. He's made some plays. And he's been this close to getting that sack, boy. This close. If you look at his next-gen stats, they keep track of defensive linemen and how close they get consistently to the quarterback. They keep track of that stat. And Ed Oliver is consistently very, very close. He's a big reason that we're pressuring the quarterback. We have to get these sacks going. We have to. Our defense is good enough where it's not that big a deal. So, we don't have to have the sacks, I guess, but we got to keep the pressure up. I want to see more turnovers. Ronald, are you going live Thursday? Yeah, Thursday night, Bubba. I'm going to start doing it every week. We're going to do halftime show and post-game show for the games on Sunday. And then Tuesday night, we're going to do the wrap-up of the prior Sunday and take a quick look like we're doing right now with Tennessee. And then Thursday, it's going to be a deep dive into this Tennessee game, all the injury updates, matchups, where I think we can take advantage of them, where I think that they might be able to take advantage of us. We're going to do a deep dive on Thursday. Okay. Mariota, 106 passer rating. Yeah, they're playing smart ball offensively, and they have a really good defense, and Mike Vrabel is a really good coach. He's defensive-minded. It's going to be a grind-out game. Hopefully, we'll know more soon. We'll know more very soon with who's going, Josh Allen or Matt Barkley. Make sure you guys on YouTube hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up real quick. Facebook, like, comment, share. Invite your friends. You guys on Facebook, whoever, if you got Bills fans friends, hit the community button. You can invite your friends to like the page. I appreciate that shit. You guys absolutely make this go. I appreciate you guys that come on here and comment and shoot the shit with me. It's just Bills fan talking to Bills fans. I love you, motherfuckers. Blindsided squad. We in this bitch. Shirts coming soon. Bills Titans coming up. We're okay. 3-1. We almost beat the Super Bowl champs. I think we got a real good shot to beat them later on in the year. Let's get it, boys. I love you, motherfuckers. We'll see you Thursday. Let's go.